Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about 5 tips to becoming street smart and maybe even cool. Number 1. Live as if you are hunted. If you walked about consciously thinking a saber-tooth is about to pounce on you, you would be much more aware of your surroundings. In our modern world, becoming dinner for a wild animal is not our biggest concern. However, having a heightened sense of alertness is always a plus with self-defense and personal safety. Walking about, being wary of hiding spots or potential ambush spots for a mugger or street thug will go a long way for staying out of harm's way. Number 2. Be suspicious. Note that I didn't say paranoid, just suspicious, cautious. Be wary and evaluate the situation. Look for warning signs that something is not right. Being street savvy may mean looking out for number 1, at least to an extent. On the street, there will be plenty of people looking out for themselves at your expense. This may mean that you have to delay or stall or ask questions even when someone is asking for assistance. It could be a way to distract you or draw you into a trap. This applies to frauds or physical threats. Even serial killer Ted Bundy would approach his victims asking for help, often pretending to have an injury to build sympathy. Number 3. No excuses. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it is. Don't make excuses to justify a situation that is screaming warnings at you. Remember rule number 1, you are being hunted, now survive. When your questions add up to more questions and your suspicions build, don't ignore those warnings. Number 4. Trust your instincts. If you get a bad feeling about a situation, individual or scenario, then trust your gut. You may have picked up a warning sign on a subconscious level. Often our minds are working on a level that we do not always understand. As a police officer, I learned this lesson, sometimes the hard way. You learn to trust your instinct and realize that you may realize someone's intentions based on little signs, such micro-expressions, posturing, and body language. An obvious example is someone clenching their fists and pacing is a sure sign that they are escalating towards a violent reaction. Number 5. React. Do not let fear paralyze you. We've had a fight or flight, but it should be fight, flight or freeze, and too often people freeze when facing an unfamiliar situation, especially one fraught with fear or danger. This starts long before any threats are detected and is an ongoing mental exercise. In your mind, you should constantly play what-if scenarios. Imagine your response if that person walking past in the grocery store grabs yours or your wife's purse from the cart. What will you do? What if you are followed to your car in a parking lot? How will you react? Thinking through different situations and deciding how you will react ahead of time is critical to avoid freezing in an unfamiliar or terrifying situation. You've had your crash course in street smarts. Now get out there and start living those rules. And keep reading for ways on how to make these a regular part of your lives. Thank you, and I see you in the next one.